Thanksgiving may be over, but the holiday season is in full swing. You're probably getting invites to your annual holiday gathering, so lucky for you, today we've got someone who's going to teach us how to be a good dinner guest. Cindy Grosso is a national etiquette expert and the founder of the Charleston School of Protocol, and she's here today. Yes, welcome.
Hi.
You always have the best tips for us.
Good.
In the holiday season, we need all the help we can get. We're, like I said, a lot of us are getting invites to dinner parties, and it's hard to, figure out how to be the best guest you can possibly be. So first of all, what time are you supposed to get there if somebody invites you? Say the invite's for a 7 o'clock dinner. When are you supposed to get there?
Right. Pretty much, if you can, try to be on time, especially if it's a small dinner party, then you really do want to be on time.
Okay.
If it's something that's sort of a large event, I mean, we're talking more in someone's home.
Yeah.
But if you're going to a big dinner and it's a big event, you can be a few minutes after. Typically, fashionably late is 15 minutes.
Okay.
But really, in someone's home, you should really try to be on time.
So is it kind of disrespectful to be fashionably late?
No, it isn't. But I would rather you be a little fashionably late rather than early.
Okay.
Because the host is what? Trying to prepare, making sure everything is, last minute items. So when you have a guest that shows up early, if you've ever had a dinner party, right? You're always doing last minute things. So I prefer on time. If it's one or the other, fashionably late would be acceptable, but try to be on time.
Okay, great. And what should you bring with you?
Yes, and so if you know the people pretty well and you know something that they like, that is totally fine to bring a bottle of wine. I prefer to bring something like bubbles. I love bubbles.
Yeah.
So I prefer to bring some type of cava or prosecco or something like that, because even if they don't drink, depending on how well you know the host, if they don't drink, at least that they can share with other people. Like, if they drink wine or not, you don't know that maybe. Or a bottle of wine is totally fine. Sometimes you might want to bring red and white if you don't know what the what is being served. Totally fine. You can go away from that totally and maybe bring flowers. That would be fine too. If you did flowers though, try to bring them in a pre-arranged arrangement rather than giving the host one more thing to do, as try to arrange flowers in a vase as you walk in. So if it can be pre-arranged, that would be good. Or some type of candy, box of candy or anything like that.
Let's get into that dinner conversation. What are the do's and don'ts? What should we not be talking about at the dinner table?
Yes, conversation can be a little bit difficult, and really and truly, depending on the size of the party, it's really more small talk than most, small, medium, and large, right? Small talk is unimportant, important talk. Medium is more specific, maybe to, when I'm in business, it'd be specific to an industry. Large talk might even be more specific to a certain organization. As as the talk gets larger, it's harder to join in. So more for small talk type things, and basically asking questions that are, and depending on how well you know the people, what brings you to Charleston, sort of open-ended questions that can spark a conversation.
So politics off the table.
Yes, it is off the table. It's, the same kind of things, right? What is that? Politics, religion, things like that are just can cause hard feelings, depending on how well you know the host and maybe what their beliefs are. I would kind of stay away from that.
Okay, awesome. Well, I think this is going to help us all be better dinner guests this season. Hopefully people are taking notes right now.
I do want to say, too, if you don't bring something, let's say you get there and you're like, oh my gosh, I didn't bring a gift, and other people, maybe there's other people there that have brought wine, you can always do it the next day. Okay. You can always send a bouquet of flowers or an edible arrangement or a bouquet of cookies. You can always send something after. So if you get there and you realize you didn't bring something, don't panic. Just the next day send it, or at least a thank you note. But you could always send a little gift afterwards as well.
The end of the world. That's an insider tip right there. I love it. All right, perfect. Well, guys, don't panic. You'll be okay. You'll still be a good dinner guest. Cindy, thank you so much.
Absolutely. Thank you.